down the construction sites. Shut down the lawn and maintenance companies. Shut down the farms. Shut it down. Shut down everything. All immigrants, get off the work site. Shut it down. Let this country fucking burn. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down now. All Latinos, get off the work sites right now. Show them. Get the fuck off. Take it off. Get out. Let this country burn. And all you motherfuckers who love the shit that's happening, that are jacking off at what's happening, make your own fucking food. Clean your own fucking house. Build your own fucking house. Clean your own fucking house. Mow your own fucking lawn. Do the shit your fucking self. See how long your fucking ass lasts.
So, let me get this straight. You wiped out the natives in America, hired Chinese immigrants to build a railroad, and when they were done, you dressed up as the natives, chased, hunted, and unalived the Chinese railroad workers. You enslaved, segregated, and massacred blacks, dropped napalm on civilian villages in Vietnam. You unalived hundreds of thousands of innocent Japanese civilians when you dropped a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, started the war between Iran and Iraq, funded both countries, and made sure that they were unaliving each other, staged the 9/11 attack, invaded Iraq based on a lie just so you can steal their oil, invaded Afghanistan, took control of the opium fields so you can distribute it in black and brown communities, took out Gaddafi because he didn't want to use your currency. Instead, he wanted to make the African continent stronger. You started the war between Russia and Ukraine, and now you expect us to stand by you and your white supremacy mentality.
Shut down the construction sites. Shut down the lawn and maintenance companies. Shut down the farms. Shut it down. Shut down everything. All immigrants, get off the work site. Shut it down. Let this country fucking burn. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down now. All Latinos, get off the work sites right now. Show them. Get the fuck off. Take it off. Get out. Let this country burn. And all you motherfuckers who love the shit that's happening, that are jacking off at what's happening, make your own fucking food. Clean your own fucking house. Build your own fucking house. Clean your own fucking house. Mow your own fucking lawn. Do the shit your fucking self. See how long your fucking ass lasts.
So, let me get this straight. You wiped out the natives in America, hired Chinese immigrants to build a railroad, and when they were done, you dressed up as the natives, chased, hunted, and unalived the Chinese railroad workers. You enslaved, segregated, and massacred blacks, dropped napalm on civilian villages in Vietnam. You unalived hundreds of thousands of innocent Japanese civilians when you dropped a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, started the war between Iran and Iraq, funded both countries, and made sure that they were unaliving each other, staged the 9/11 attack, invaded Iraq based on a lie just so you can steal their oil, invaded Afghanistan, took control of the opium fields so you can distribute it in black and brown communities, took out Gaddafi because he didn't want to use your currency. Instead, he wanted to make the African continent stronger. You started the war between Russia and Ukraine, and now you expect us to stand by you and your white supremacy mentality.
And all praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, and double honor to our apostles and elders, bishops at Great Millstone for teaching this truth that's going all around the earth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, this is your brother Atazawan from the Great Millstone here in St. Louis, and we're going to dive into a quick lesson. All right, we have that clip in the front, and Salakia, I think I got that from the brother arrows of indignation. I think Salaki. I can't remember where I got it. I think that's where I got it from. But in any event, we heard that young Israelite woman, okay, giving her opinion about essentially what's going on now with DJ Trump, with the deportation and so on, and giving her take on what she thinks ought to be the right course of action for all of the Latino tribes who labor and do all the different jobs here in America, all right, to show that, as Israelites, we're hard workers. We're, for the most part, right, are honest people. We show up on the job, we do our job, we expect to get paid, and so on. And we are in every single industry here in Babylon the Great. All right, everything from landscape and lawn care to domestics, right, doing work in people's houses, laborers and contractors, and laborers in terms of pouring concrete, right, electricians. Not only do Northern Kingdom mostly do all the lower level paying jobs, but in those lower level jobs, skill is highly required, okay? And in this wicked society, people judge people by their status, okay? And not by that particular man's ethics, all right, or work ethic, you see? So from those who may drive city buses and work for different cities, to school bus drivers, to whatever you want to, working in the banks, whatever it may be, you'll find the Israelites who are serving, right, in servitude here, basically, all right? And we were put here for a number of reasons, as we always go through, all right? And this is Esau Edom's kingdom, okay, until Yahweh Shai, our Savior, our big brother, returns along with the heavenly hosts to take these kingdoms that are across the earth, right, and bring them down to the ground and crush them as powder, all right? That's what we have to wait on, okay? But yes, if it were not for Jacob, as a matter of fact, let me start with that. This place, everywhere we go, it prospers. Okay. This is Jeremiah 10:16, and it says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua host is his name," right? Jacob is everything, right? And that's because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has made us everything. Okay, there's nothing that's done in the earth that we haven't done before or are doing currently. Okay, the Lord gave us the flavor. We are the salt of the earth. Everything is done by us. Okay, in terms of whether it be buildings, off from the simplest thing to the most complex, Jacob has had his hand in it. Right now, we're not recognized by these other people, these other nations, as being anything other than their servants to build their wealth for them, but that's because of certain things that transpired many, many years ago, all right? And that Esau Edom would eventually break the yoke and would have dominion over us for a time period, okay? And he was given this earth, you see, for a time period. And that time period is coming to an end, so this is why they're all upset, okay? All right? So with that being said, let's continue on. This is Genesis 27:39, and it reads, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above." This is the blessing that was given to Esau Edom, all right? Since Jacob was promised the kingdom, Esau Edom was promised a dominion for a while on the earth, okay? Verse 40, "And by the sword thou shalt live, right? Everything that they have received, particularly in the last 1,500 years, which it goes back further than that, but, you know, in terms of the slavery, the segregation, you know, which was mentioned in that other clip that was along with it, and the death, the murder, the pillaging, particularly of the Israelites, all right, and all of these wars that were started, okay, through Esau, Edom, the banking system, the Rothschild family, and so on, okay? These wars that are fought over there in that place now, right? As it was mentioned already, you know, Iraq, Iran, so on and so forth. This is all done by the left-hand side, okay, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai through the man that is in the earth known as the devil, Esau, Edom, all right? So going on, it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau saw in his heart, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob, right? So they've chased us throughout the earth, tried to make us all null and void, gave us no credit for the things that we've done in history, right, that made life even today more convenient for everybody else, all right? They try to write us out of history, right, taking over our heritage and all these other things, and they think that they're not going to pay for it. No, the scriptures do declare, right, by the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that the Edomites will pay, all right, dearly for what they've done to the children of the Most High, all right? Now, these other nations are going to pay as well, but that bullseye target, that center portion of that target, that arrow is going to strike through Esau, all right? So now let's get Salakia. I'm trying to see, what did I want to get from there? Let's go here to Job 9:24, right? And we just read where he was blessed by Isaac, his father, right, for the fatness of the earth. All right, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and Esau, Edom is the wicked, right? He plays the part of the devil in the earth. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he, right? So in modern times, he's still doing it, right? Because Jake don't get any credit from Esau for any of the inventions, all right, that they brought about, okay? And so in their society, all right, in Esau's society, Jacob is just a slave, okay? And why is it so? Well, it's pursuant to the curses, okay? Now, we're not going to read all of Deuteronomy 28. We're just going to get a couple of verses, jump around in it, okay, to show you that when you read this is what that young lady was talking about, and that other clip that was with it that talked about how Esau has gone throughout the earth pillaging, okay? Deuteronomy 28 and 44. I want to start there. Yeah, we could just jump in there. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. That's where Jacob is now. We were supposed to be the head, right? But now we're the tail, right? Until we're delivered. Verse 45, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. And we're destroyed people now, okay? 2/3 of these people don't know their heritage, okay? They don't understand that they come from a royal lineage, all right? Okay, and we're on the bottom. The last hired, first fired. We feel all of the prison system, okay? The so-called blacks and browns, you see? Going on, it says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Right. And this is how you can tell who are the real Israelites. Right. When you examine the curses and then you look at a people, right, that have had these hard things put on them, then you can clearly tell who are the real children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. All the way from North America, all the way down to Central and South America, Brazil, all across the planet. Okay, you'll find Jake scattered all over the place. All right. Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. Right, so when you're looking at these things again, the things that have happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it don't compare to any other nation people. You see? And upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord, Yahweh thy power, with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee. So the Lord sent this wicked man against the Israelites. Okay? When you think about the last 500 years. Okay? And like I say, it's longer than that, but just to, narrow it down a little bit, because the 10 tribes were already over here in the Western Hemisphere. All right? And then these devils came over here. Okay? And then later brought the southern kingdom over. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And we've gone into that a million times, okay? When you look at the southern kingdom, they were the only ones that you could actually physically see in pictures and movies and books and so on that had the yoke of iron around their necks. Okay? Verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Right. So they totally decimated the Israelites and didn't care whether they were doing it to an old man or an old woman or even to the children. Okay. Let's jump down. I think I had something else in here I wanted to get. Maybe that was it. No, 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord Yahweh rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. Right. And so what happened, if you put it in, again, the time frame of just the last 500 years, the land was taken from the 10 tribes. Right. They was pushed out. Okay. All right. By this same wicked devil, Esau, Edom. All right. And so it's the Lord that put these curses upon us. And it's only the Lord through salvation, all right, who are going to take the curses off of us. Jump over to Isaiah 14 real quick. And verse 11, it says, Isaiah 14:11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise of thy vials of worms is spread under thee, and the worms covered thee. Right? This is going into the destruction of Esau, Edom, right? Because they have to pay for all the atrocities, all right, to the Israelites, right? And not just them, but other nations that they wanted to go in and take their lands from them, right? Take their resources, take their natural resources, right? Dig all in their land and take their whatever, diamonds, rubies, oil, gold, silver, right? Plutonium, titanium. You know, this man is the real devil. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? See? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, right? And this man has a, God complex, okay? Verse 14, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, all right? The Lord is going to bring them down low. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? You see? So when you look at it up here, when it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, right? Which just means light bearer, okay? It is talking about a man, okay? Not actually the spiritual entity or demon, Satan, but the man who plays his part. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the houses, Salaki, that opened not the house of his prisoners, right? I think that's all I wanted to grab in there, okay? But this is the man that's in control, right, of the so-called said laws here in America that are unrighteous, okay? And so what they're doing now is unrighteous. And they've always made unrighteous decrees. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So in the thought of all things, just like they were saying, well, if you were born here, that makes you a citizen. Well, not anymore, apparently, okay? When it comes to those that they say are immigrants, or what is the other word that they use? Slips my mind. But you understand what I mean for this whole deportation thing. Shit, you trying to tell me that other nation people didn't come in here through these borders and didn't get visas and register themselves and so on and so forth? Come on, man. But he's going after all, basically, of the South American brothers and sisters who are Israelites. Now, yeah, some of them may not be right, but you got a lot of other motherfuckers from other nations who's wicked as hell too. They came in, but you're not deporting them. You see? Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless, right? And so they're also talking about what? You know, in the process of deportation, you're breaking up families. Some of these other countries may take them back, some of them may not. You know? But all of this is really just a warning to you jakes out there. You know, these people are playing for keeps because they have a short time, okay? This is Habakkuk 2. I want to go up to verse 2, I think. Jump in right here, verse 2, and it reads, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's these prophecies in these scriptures, okay? But particularly when it's talking about Esau, Edom, we jump to verse 4 here. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, right? All of his what? Unrighteous decrees, all his philosophies, all his bills that he passed, right? First day in office, here it is, DJ Trump done signed what? 1,000 damn executive orders? How the hell he read 1,000 executive orders in one night? You see? Anyway, going on. Because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? So shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? Right. So this man has gone again throughout the earth, murdering and robbing, spilling innocent blood, right, to get his hands on possessions, right, to take over or to take hold of the earth. He was promised it, through the blessing of Isaac, right, that he would have the sword, right, and say, woe unto him that increases that which is not his, how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay, okay, which goes in to another topic of the debt of this place, okay? But we'll keep going on. Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And awake that, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations, and the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood. See, and that blood has spoken to Yahweh Shem Yahushai from many, 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 many years ago. Okay, crying out to the Lord that these devils that came and put them to death and took everything that they had. And for the violence of the land, and what it goes on to say, of the city and of all that dwell therein, woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may sit, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood, and established a city by iniquity. And that's Esau, Edom, all day long. Okay? Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh them drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Right? Because Esau is known for all of his lies and his trickery and his robbery. All right? Verse 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right? And so all the nations know about you and know that you're the devil. Okay? And so they're trying to move as fast as they can to get this thing in place. They're, woe, if you will, trying to get everything in place in a hurry, because they know they have a short time. We may get that at the end, Revelation 12 and 12. So this is Isaiah 51 and 12, and it reads, even I am he that comforted you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the son of man which shall be made as grass? Right? So, us being in this truth, we're not afraid of this man, okay? Because that's all he is. All right? And he has an expiration date. Right? This kingdom is not going to go on much longer. Verse 13, and forgettest the Lord thy maker that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Right? Speaking of Israel, don't be afraid of this dude, man. Okay? Bottom line, the Lord is going to deliver his elect. Verse 14, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I am the Lord thy power, that divided the seas, whose waves roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them outright. So the Lord said, hey, you had to take your punishment, Israel. Jacob, you had to take your punishment. All right, but I'm telling you now, don't be afraid, okay? Because those that I've sanctified from the very beginning, I'm going to save, right? And the rest will come back in the kingdom. Verse 18, there is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee, who shall be sorry for thee, desolation and destruction and famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted, they lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Right? We're an afflicted people, right? And if there's an afflicted people, there has to be an afflictor, right? That the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua used. Okay? And that's this wickedness of this man, this devil, Esau Edom. Verse 22, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy power, that pleadeth the cause of his people. The Lord is pleading our cause now. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Right. Okay, so now this cup is passed, what? To Esau Edom. All right. And their day is coming. Okay, very, very soon. Verse 23, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. See? And who afflicted you? Esau Edom. Right? First, they used to be real crude about it, right? And then they so-called tried to use diplomacy through governmental acts, policies, administration, right? So-called quote-unquote laws of the land and so on, right? And they start using it that way, right? To oppress you and keep you down, to set up a system that's a snare, right? Again, it's part of our curses, all right? But we're getting ready to come out of this thing. Verse 23 again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over right. You know, we were their doormats for a long time, all right? And so the Lord is getting ready to do this thing. He's getting ready to do a wondrous work, all right? And the time is short for both. For Esau Edom and for you 2/3 out there. Your time is short. All right? Oh, let's get Revelation 12. And 12, we'll close it up after that. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? So this devil knows that he's on the clock, okay? And this time has been up for a while, you know. You know how they tell you when you drive in your car and that needle is behind that E, okay? You riding on fumes now, okay? And that's where Esau is in his kingdom. He's riding on fumes. All right, so the end is very near, brothers and sisters. Just hold on, all right? So that's going to do it for the lesson. Like I said, just wanted to give my response to that clip that the brother put up. I want to say, again, Salaki if I'm wrong, but I think I got that from the brother Arrows of Indignation, all right? So with that, we're in the lesson right there. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakak and double honor to our apostles and elders here at Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I'll see you again with another lesson real soon. Shalom.